Hello everyone, we're back. Back in the Black Abyss. God damn it, I need to make a temporary background for this. Flash.
Every wave, every wave.
What we doing? Genshin? Honkai? Naraka? Anime music quiz? Vote now to decide your destinies for the next hour at least. You want me to make more voices with fucking Honkai Story, or do you want me to go to Genshin Story and goodbye grinding? And Dexter Urban, I found out how to do YouTube TTS. It was simpler than I thought. Chad, vote before the time is over. I decided to go just with Honkai. And we're continuing the Holy Grail arc. Come on, come on, come on. I see a vote for Honkai has been placed. The Holy Grail War is to be continued. Uh, It seems like it will be Honkai, so... What you guys trick me and be like, okay, open up Honkai, and then last minute all of you vote for Genshin? Or Naraka?
My dear guests, welcome. What would you like to eat?
Oh, I forgot to open up one thing.
Wait a minute. Isn't that our festive superstar? You're here for that Holy Grail war, right?
You guys know all the gossip around here too?
Oh, please. This is Dreamflux Reef, and news spreads like wildfire in this place. And this must be the heroic spirit you summoned, huh? Dare I ask, miss, which famous person from Penaconian history do you represent?
Sorry, but in this Holy Grail war, revealing my true name would be a major breach of security.
Gotcha. Like a secret recipe, huh?
Why don't you tell me this instead? What's the best dish on the menu?
If this is your first time in Dreamflux Reef, I highly recommend the Halovian Winged Burger. It's a burger you won't find anywhere else. Our store only uses pure organic ingredients sourced from the Memory Zones farms. The soil they're cultivated in is free of harmful emotions.
Thank you, but no need to explain. We'll go with the Halloween wing burger.
All right. We'd like 100 burgers.
Okay, wait. Did you say 100? Are you sure about that?
I'm positive. Give me a minute, just in case some of them fly away.
The lady next to me needs to replenish some energy.
With so many Halovian winged burgers, it'll take a little time to prepare. Please be patient, folks.
So, Saber, what wish would you make to the Holy Grail?
Every something is on screen.
Something is on screen? Oh. There you go. If I'm lucky enough to win, I hope... Hold on, let's talk later, Master. I sense another servant approaching.
2 Holovian wing burgers, 2 bottles of Suza juice. Miss Note, is that okay?
Of course. But I'm afraid this isn't exactly a quiet spot to dine. We have a rather noticeable servant in front of us.
It's been a while. Miss Note, this is the trustworthy friend I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh, they are a friend of yours, Master.
Excuse me. Could you please put their meals on my tab as well?
Bro, don't do that! Don't do that!
Quiet dining experience. No interruptions from the other guests. I'll leave an extra tip for that. Thanks.
As
All right,
well?
you can rest easy. No one's gonna bother you while you're eating.
Miss Servant, over there? Could you turn down the murderous
Robin
look?
is now broke.
If your hand's always
Yes.
on the sword, I'll
Sad.
have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
This is the Holy Grail War. Please forgive me, but I will stay on guard until I'm sure you don't mean any harm to my master. Relax with friends.
Sorry to interrupt, dear guest, but if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Holovian wing burgers are ready.
So, let's eat first?
Agreed.
You 2 ordered all of this?
I warned you!
It seems they've all calmed down after eating. The dinner table really is the best place for diplomacy.
Thank you so much for treating us to the Living Wing Burger.
No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they're full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
Miss Saber, I don't remember anyone like you in the history of Penacony.
That's because I don't come from Penacony history. In fact, I don't come from the history of your world at all.
I don't quite understand what you mean.
I am the king of knights who once ruled the kingdom of Britain in another world. I don't exist in Penaconian history and thus I shouldn't have been summoned in this Holy Grail War. But in reality, there's at least one other heroic spirit in this war who also comes from another world.
Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but what exactly are you heroic spirits? Are you truly the souls of historical figures who have passed?
Let's put it like this. Heroic spirits are those who have been remembered by history. When summoned by the Holy Grail, they materialize in a form of bodies made of magical energy and use special abilities. The noble phantasms, which are based on the famous dates in life.
Magical energy, noble phantasms. Do these things really exist?
How should I explain this? This is the world where mystics are extremely rare. The magecraft I know likely can't function as usual. So many things in this Holy Grail War are different from in the past. My body is no longer composed of magical energy, but of other fundamental elements. But you, Miss Note, being a caster, you should have a better idea than I do of what has happened.
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit. I'm nothing like Miss Saber, who gives off such a sense of security and reassurance. I've even lost my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant, as weak as I am, can do for my master.
Miss Note.
Even so, the fact that you were summoned by the Holy Grail means you must have left behind your own story and history. And in the Holy Grail War, the strength of a heroic spirit is an absolute condition. It's not an absolute condition for victory.
Well said. My brother once told me that Penacony is a land of empty legends and no true heroes. To him, the historical figures of Penacony, the legendary heroes, are all just half-truths. Images created by later generations, like products in a store window. Even their dreams turn into reality TV prizes. But at this moment, whether it's the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Note, I'm certain you both are more real than that. And not just some commercialized product.
Master, thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
I'm the last remaining head of the Oak family, a chord master of harmony. I'm not as fragile as you think. And as of now, I no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail.
Master, what exactly are you saying? If you no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail, why did you accept the command spell, step into the summoning circle, and call me here?
I joined this game, held by old Odie, with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind. My brother once summoned a higher power to intervene here for his own wishes. Hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed, and now must walk the road of atonement. But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony. I wanted to use the Holy Grail to erase and heal those scars. To make up for my brother's mistakes. But now I realize I was wrong. Summoning Miss Note to the present world showed me that the Holy Grail does possess some sort of power. And entrusting my vague, unclear wish to an unknown entity would lead us down a very dangerous path. Regardless of my intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Note. But the moment I summoned you, I realized my true feelings. The people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Enna's dream to save them. I shouldn't ask the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me more is... what exactly does old Odie want to use the Holy Grail for?
The Holy Grail War is indeed suspicious. You may not know, but in my world, the Holy Grail War was originally a ritual for mages, one that needed to preserve its mysticism in order to obtain the power to create miracles. But this old Odie, the host, is openly displaying the ritual to the public. This should have tainted it, making it impossible to carry out. I've experienced many Holy Grail Wars and have seen many different ritual forms, but this one is unlike anything before. In my view, it's best to proceed with caution, Master. What do you think?
That's right. Exactly.
From what I know of old Odie, he won't stop this game no matter what.
So I want to form an alliance with as many participants as possible. Until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail War and the power of the Grail, we shouldn't make any wishes too hastily.
You're a worthy successor of the Oak family, Master. But I think your plan for alliances is a bit idealistic. Each participant and their servant have their own desires. And until the final winner is decided, no one can guarantee that your trusted friend and her saber won't turn their blades on us.
Hey, that's a bit harsh.
But, for now, I'll follow your lead. However, if the situation changes when trying to form alliances with other servants, I'll make my own decisions.
Huh? Boothill just sent me a really long text message.
I got one too. Was it a mass text?
Oh god, do I need to fucking try to be Boothill? Oh my god, what is this long ass fucking thing? To my dearest Maris, greetings to you all. I'm Boothill, the Galaxy Ranger. As the evening breeze of Asdana carries with the tender whispers of approaching summer, I humbly pray that your noble selves remain still sound like Boothill. Remain in radiant health, untouched by the vexations of seasonal ailments, so as not to miss the splendor of this
Is
method.
a bitch-ass motherfucker.
What? What, Rose? Mrs. Splendor, the Midsummer Enchanting's beauty. Though but a humble figure, it's my profound honor to stand alongside your esteemed selves at the pursuit of the Holy Grail. As such, with a heart brimming with reverence and gratitude, I extend to you a most invitation to grace Clock Studios theme park with your presence. Therefore, I shall humbly offer a modest piece of wine and care and fare in your esteemed company. In this season of summer's retreat, Clock Studios Park has transformed into a realm of poetic wonder, a paradise on earth that promises to etch unforgettable memories upon your hearts. Should you deign to accept my invitation, I will be overjoyed beyond measure. I shall. Okay.
I just envisioned that as the start to the long text message and found the idea of Boothill sending that message slash speech
from
funny.
Mr. Boothill?
Though I don't think it was Boothill who wrote that.
No, it is not. For the love of Billy is cursing up a storm.
Putting the content aside, Boothill isn't exactly good at typing, let alone this kind of formal letter format.
I don't think he knows what the word esteemed means. Looks like mutual slaughter has already begun.
See? Peace is just the interlude in a war. That Boothill. He's probably already been taken down.
No, he's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten their hands on his phone and is using his identity
I feel like
to
he
lure
might
us to
know
Clock
what it means,
Studios
but he would
theme
use
park.
it as a sarcastic insult.
The invitation is written so earnestly. I guess we'll have to graciously
I was
accept.
thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to save Mr. Boothill. What do you all think?
I like that right in the derb. Count me in two. The enemy has set up a trap. If we pull back now, we avoid the risk, but losing 2 allies would put an even greater disadvantage in later attacks.
Then let's head out!
Aren't we supposed to meet up here? Where did they go? Something's off. Maybe someone got the jump on them and took her and her servant out before we got here.
With due respect, if the fanatical enemy could easily defeat your friend Saber, then none of us here would be walking away alive.
Maybe our old friend is concerned about an IPC employee showing up. So they're lurking in the shadows to assess us.
Oh? Were you enemies once?
Well, past enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
Even with the IPC, she should at least trust me after we went through so much together. Hey! Come on out! Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, they aren't coming. I went through a lot of possibilities in my head before we got
not
here.
enemies. We are enemies.
But I never expected to face the most ridiculous of them all.
We are enemies. I think adventuring and Buddha is also a shit that's common nowadays. And now I can see it, with, especially with this quest.
But you are working
Sharp bag
together?
Pulled off
Yeah,
a
so?
scam on a Galaxy Ranger. Listen up, fork and shirt bags. Ain't no matter who you are and what you want to do. I've got you surrounded. Pop out now. But don't say I didn't warn you when you stub your toe on the way to the underworld.
Did you hear that? Oh, he's gonna kill us if we don't give ourselves up. Oh, he's every inch a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks. Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Aventurine of the 10 Stone Hearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC executive, Sir, if that blasted cowboy's got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink.
I don't think he is
Or-
being sarcastic.
Or maybe you two are actually friends?
He is
An
just trying to
IPC
cover his
executive
actual reaction.
Secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive. Assassin, you've got to grab this awesome scene on film.
Oh, your servant is... Mr. Rekka? No. Wait, now that I'm looking at him, there's something off.
Hey, you know him? The guy in the IPC uniform next to Rekka?
There are more IPC employees who know my face than there are grains of sand in Sigonia's desert. You think I can remember them all?
Oh, wretched brat. You think I'm scared of you just because you're a Stoneheart? The Strategic Investment Department's reach may be long, but it will never reach my neck of the woods. After I win the Holy Grail, I will make everyone do as I say. I'll make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy, then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs. No, croak like frogs.
What a waste,
Scott is
using the
about to
Holy
get
Grail
fined.
to make people do animal noises. He is about to get fired.
So old Odie even sent invitations to your department? But I thought you folks barely stationed anyone
HR will
in
hear about
Penacony.
this.
Unless your name is...
Huh? Oh, have you actually heard of me?
Never mind. There's no way I'd ever remember the name of some nobody.
Ha! You high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people. You would send me to a primitive post like the Cienjo with one word and switch me over to Penacony with the next. I thought Penacony might be a juicy gig, but all I've done every day is talk business to a bunch of papashi. It's
Unless your
making my
name is
neck crank
Greg.
even worse.
Would be funny if he just came up with like,
But hey, all of that'll soon be a thing of the past. Aventurine, I'll replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name. Assassin, use your noble phantasm to bring me victory.
Huh? Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
What's with the happy smile?
The filming has begun, actors. Take your positions. Let the camera roll. Let the film spin. And let us return to the silent horror picture show.
Oh god, his eyes. Look at those eyes when they are wide. This is creeping me out.
Ready? Action!
When is Rekka becoming a playable character? Wait, is this in spirit form? He just vanished right before our eyes. Servant's presence concealment is more disturbing than I imagined. Wait. Where's your voice? Where's my voice? Fucking hell, son of a fuck!
The moldy donut.
It's no use. I've tried anything analyzing this bounded field. It doesn't just mute sound. Something far more dangerous is closing in. There's no sound. How do you know I know what I just said? Wow, that's a sentence. Look, there are subtitles here. Oh, you fucking! I'm angry, don't break the fourth wall.
An excuse to hide the lack of voice acting, huh?
I've always wanted to see you people like this. A bunch of idiots subjected to my every whim.
That's not for. Where do you get to have a voice?
And why have you been reduced to this, may you ask? Because now I am the protagonist. You extras will never be treated in the same way as me. I can't wait to hear what kind of petrified screams you'd be making in this horror show. Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot. No one can hear their own screams in Assassin's Noble Phantasm.
A veteran, you do not want to see what is
Fine,
beyond
nothing
the
of
fourth wall.
Miss
They
Brutal
lack
or the
you
enemy you've
a lot of
alerted.
ways.
A lot of ways. Yeah. I will protect everyone to the best of my ability. Please don't stray too far from me. But with the enemy in the shadows and us out in the open, even the greatest caution can't guarantee our safety. It's a wide open area like this. If the enemy sends Archer to attack from range, we'll lose the initiative and be at a serious disadvantage. What I know of Old he's the type to hire the lowest scum of the as his pawn, summoning the most wicked servant to eliminate anything in his way. Haven't you noticed? Since earlier, our voices have vanished when we speak. That's true. Could it be the enemy's so-called noble phantasm? More importantly, everyone, I have a question. In this world's history, is it possible for a non-primate to become a heroic spirit? Say a billboard or maybe a TV? If it were an Intellatron, that's at least possible, but a billboard? A TV? Then what's that thing up ahead? The TV appearing out of nowhere turns its Polish there to the crowd. Creak, 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 creak. It's obviously a trap. If this is a decoy, the real enemy is probably lurking nearby, waiting for us to take the bait. We should stay clear of this trap.
Ha! You want to leave after entering Boss Scott's turf? In your dreams!
I knew it was you. Why does it sound like a dog barking? Scott, the ICC especially who those bionic voice impressions? Unbelievable. Scott's really made a name for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is. Alright, I'm the one who told her. Can get a girl share a few wild travel stories with her friends every now and then? See? Always so hasty.
Scott feels like someone who would get an ego boost from beating children in sports/games.
Seriously, it's not time for this! Watch out for a servant. The guy turned this whole place into...
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines. Ready! Action!
We're gonna fight. Why are you here? Scott sent a scam to Mr. Boothill in your name, and you know how that goes. That punk then bought us switching up his tricks. Forget that third right now, buddy. What I really want to know is, where did he send our sovereigns? Splitting up in a horror movie? That's Death Flag. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. The monster in the room sure is an eyesore. I can't believe even you fell for it, Archer. Just so we're clear, I was against this from the start, but those two blockheads... I'll flip that. Those two blockheads insisted on investigating. Now it's three blockheads, master of otherworldly Holy Grail war, and not a hint of caution among them. That's how I end up with frown lines. The Holy Grail war is strange indeed. It's my fault. I failed as a servant. I should have kept my master away from this trap. Master, I saw your substylist. I'll find a way to get you out. Hold on. If I were the enemy, I would disguise myself as a master, and wait just behind that door for the perfect ambush. Archer, listen to my voice. It's obviously me. Right? Sorry, this is a silent film. All I see is a line of subtitles on the door, with the name Evangeline stamped on it. If you want to prove you're really my master, you'll have to spill 10 humiliating secrets that only my real master would know. You really don't know who I am! Will this ever end? This horrible people. Background characters start acting scared. This was once an IPC prison, where criminals were banished. Deadly traps ensured none escaped. Now, the inmates have passed, leaving only bloodthirsty vengeful spirits. I wanted to ask this for your first time, since your first time. Why target the MC workers? I know this one. The room you can't leave unless you do a particular thing. It's one of the classic tropes from Penacony's vintage horror. Like, really? Aren't we a little off topic? Watch rather wild films. Why, sheepy, I did not expect someone of your age to know that much about Penacony's early Dream Bubbles cinema. You have a bright future ahead. That's right, I was the one who gave the world my genius vision with my first film in Penacony's early days.
Be watching the 18+ yaoi, huh?
Shut up! No wonder this scene feels so awkward and stuff did. Now it all makes sense. Randomly cobbling together old school horror tropes. Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking. Take that saving off song of someone's leg bit. Originally, the protagonist was restrained by ferrofluid shackles and had no choice but to cut their own leg off. But here, just lazy copy paste. Revealing your true name on purpose, let me guess. Just part of your dramatic flair, huh?
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness? Assassin! Oh, you finally meet kids of spirits and I don't get any fan benefits. I see here to pick a leg, left or right. Honestly, if I could get a bonus, I would rather go for the arm with the command spells. Hey, you're my servant, remember? At least consider cutting off April's legs instead. Wait, Opa. Wait, Opa, don't give me that look. I was kidding. Everyone, don't dance to his tune. Don't let him pull us along. The more chaos he sows, the calmer we have to be. Still not turning on each other yet? Room is about to blow.
That's what I voted for my boy master. Hey, no need to take things on. You already figured out the real answer, didn't you? A sealed room, a bomb about to go up. It sounds dramatic, but... Rationally speaking, as a servant, wouldn't it be easier to just cut the door down? Master, please take 2 steps back. Master, stay close to me. I don't know what that assassin plans to do next. It's still dangerous here. Using brute force in a horror film, her experience in another world clearly have no sense of art. Skulking assassin. Once I reach you, scream all you want. Call for anyone to save you.
Did he really not account for that?
It's very...
A fitting servant for Scott, I guess.
The protagonist ever give you permission to run? As the
What are you?
star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb. You see these chainsaws in my hand? With assassins,
Barb, I take care of this.
these 2 poison saws can cut 3 times in the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go. I can feel sword chainsaw reversal. You won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow.
Fight to live!
Pray tell, does anyone look like they were rooting from you? Don't get ahead of yourselves. Act 2 is about to begin. So they're giving us time to brief, huh? Guess they are pretty confident about the trump card. Arch's master, you seem very familiar with films. What do you know about this Grady? I've only heard the name before. The guy was a terrible director back in Penacony's early days. He crashed out a ton of cheap horror silent films and was a master of interesting commercial gimmicks. The people in Penacony forgot about his name ages ago. I only found this film he used to trap us through pure luck. Picked it up in a junk market. So we're dealing with a total nobody? That's not good. What makes you say that? As heroic spirits who left a mark in history, or legends usually hint at our greatest weaknesses. Like that was a warrior. Like that one warrior who bathed in the river of the underworld and became invincible except for his heel. I was hoping you would know something about this person's past, but turns out he's just some washed up name that even you folks have not heard about. Fits in right with Miss Scott, doesn't it? A pair of nobodies with shady tricks up their sleeves. Still, I've got this feeling, even if they got the upper hand now, they've got no real way to finish us. We'll just time for the time being. Tricks is never pack much of a punch anyways. Right, he was a film director in life. That means he's not gonna suddenly become a powerhouse after turning into a heroic spirit. His novel fandom proves it. He built one of his old horror flicks, basically a reality marble. Though it's a rare ability, it feels more like a trap, one that only ensnares its victims. But if the threat can hurt the prey, then it's the hunter who will be in trouble. Oh, those are hunters, sorry. Now he's got 3 servants in his stomach, while the strongest fortresses always fall from the inside. You really do have the mind of a leader, always so sharp and reading the situation. I'd better pull my weight too. He might not have an obvious weak spot, but if we can't find Assassin's true quality and let my arrows give him a proper haircut, that reality marble of his would no longer exist. Sounds like everyone got their sights set. Avery, I know I butted heads with the Express crew before, but that was just a difference in perspective. As for this time, I've got no interest in Holy Grail. My boss is more concerned about what old Odie has up his sleeve. If you're willing, maybe we can actually work together this time? You see that, Master? Looks like Miss Robin's alliance is starting to come together. This army has a goal and now it's time to move. We saw the exit on the way in. Let's head that way while we can. It's like we just loop back to where we started. If we don't find some kind of a countermeasure, we're gonna be stuck running in a circus forever. Master, why not leave some of your chips and dice behind us, Marcus? You don't need to remind me of that. I've already tried it, but didn't expect Grady to be such greedy money grumper. Hey, don't be throwing shade at extra boy. I was just cleaning up the set as usual. Gotta make sure random props don't ruin the scene. Is that Miss Robin singing? Really looks like you forgot that you didn't only trap us in your noble phantasm. That's what you get for calling the budget Grady. While you're busy writing, directing, and starring all as yourself, Miss Robin already found the way out on the other side of the set. Everyone follow the music. A gentle moon fills through the white space of the heart of the singer. Miss Roman, watch out! You coward! Pick on your own size. Oh no, my potato crate tubes! Ah, don't hit my screen with your microphone! Ah! Click, 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 bang, bang, bang. That's it? The guards back in Astana prison were tougher than these things. Terrible word of nonsense plot. No one else could have cooked this up but you, Grady. I spent so much effort clawing out my out of the grave, so quit burning my eyes with your bargain bin flicks. When the real Dirks know when to leave the stage as the actors. I'll watch a free concert. I mean, again, as a caster, your combat style was quite a surprise. Can't say that kind of fight between mages. Guess people in the Pentagon really have a broad definition of caster. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. An archer dual wielding swords isn't qualified to talk about this. I managed to feel out the right path using the power of harmony, thanks to Miss Note's protection. I saw you covering me in that fight, even if you can't say your name. I know you must be someone great. I believe in this wholeheartedly. Master, this cannot change the present situation. Without a true name, I'm just a weak family artist. Now, the way you shield your mouth just now proves you're an exceptional servant. You don't have to despair when your name is taken away, and you've never the wrong rival worth. Exactly, Powerless. Barely able to protect her master, let alone win this whole Grey War. Then why won't you work with me like before? Mr. Odi can grant all your wishes. Shut up, you're a fool with less artistic taste than an automatic instrument. Your work doesn't even have the artistic value of a ruined roll of film. Sorry, Grady, that was a bit harsh. But why are you serving that opportunist spot alt fart? Because he summoned me, of course. Even in death, forgotten by the world. Penacony clutched our souls like a mixed miser. But hey, sweetheart, at least we have a chance to rewrite our past failures this time. This gloom won't do. Let's kick off the final act of the Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. A true evil awaits at the end of the Haunted Hotel. Wow, the director... wow. Wow, the director went really in hell this time.
Is this what you meant by giving me more power?
The surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. The evil spirit appears through the screen. Then I got all the lesson effects on you, shaping you into an invisible monster. Light and Scott, you will become a legion of evil spirits, a horror icon etched in the movie history.
I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me. You shall pay tenfold, no, 1,000-fold!
Honestly, the way this guy keeps coming for you, even the wildest British hounds would call it obsessions. Master, what did you do to him? Just some private disagreements. Look, I was young and didn't know what I was doing. Is it still possible to make it up to you know?
Young and didn't know what you were doing? You ruined my life! You made me bark, oink, and face a demotion, moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos in despair and misery. And this is what you call it? Young and didn't know what you were doing. You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scott, 2 Scots, 3 Scots. My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there.
Master, your line. Say your entrance line.
Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere. In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back. Now I, the Lord of the Wolf Pack, the Thousand-Faced Scott, will devour all! 7 ways to end your lives. 7! Let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers! Pretty lucky.
Until everything burns to ashes! Till we meet again. Time to cleanse the filth. Share good fortunes. Treat our guests nicely. Night falls. Good night. Fight to live!
Scott, don't you think you messed this one up? We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again. Well, if those dead weights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you.
Fighting someone like this? There's no honor in it.
Lady, do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage props. Give me more power. Let me crush them all. Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain. Greedy, are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master! With my command spell, you'll have to... Ribbit, 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 ribbit!
Has there ever been a fucking servant who turned on a master? And I'm not talking about Gilgamesh. Not that I know if Gilgamesh did it. I'm now in the mood to watch Fate Zero again, and then watch Day Night. Did we just leave his reality marble? Something's off. Knowing we are eyeless, you still go out of your way to stir up trouble at Discord? Mr. Archer, you don't strike me as someone married to a contract. Wouldn't it be smart to take this as a split-up operation and eliminate your rival to your master? I might give it a thought. Let me get your head. Ribbit, Saber, help me. Bring it on, I'm not scared. Should I kill her? I turned that question over 12 times before you woke up. If I decided to act, you wouldn't even get the chance to open your eyes. You're just gonna stand here. I might take a sense of the fight and write you out early. Come on. According to that great director, it's time for us to be tortured by evil spirits. That's not copyright, that's monopolization. Don't be so quick to charge in, Red Handsome. I might look frail, but I could still drag Miss Snow down with me before you land ahead. And why would I spare an enemy servant? 2 birds with 1 stone sound perfect to me. You seem like another hollow loudmouth like Grady. Figures, you foolish outriders. Outworlders don't realize just how powerful this nameless servants can be in Peniconi. Hold a charitable performance. Let me give you a taste of what Caster can really do. We'll see about that. Anyone who fights with a stolen weapon is bound to get hurt by it. If I were you, I would think twice before swiping something you ripped up from Miss Note. Master, are you alright? No need to trouble yourself with a small fry like this, Master. Seriously, so glad at 2 bottles of syrup? You're all in for the devil? What happened to your pride as monsters? Human or monster, beast or demon, if you got a mind of your own, then you've got the right to chase hope and with your own 2 hands. Your soul's worth far much more than the pittance of your employee's sovereign. I can't promise you paradise, but I swear I'll always fight on the front lines, not hide behind you while you die. So what will it be? Spend your life as a dancing puppet of him? Or live one moment of as a knight? It's not too late to turn back now. That's the writing skill. That's what the writing skills are. Call leader charisma, my friend, or abilities prioritize yours. You traitors! One pep talk and you're switching to sides? You're just extra, don't you want your paycheck? Look at you acting hollow and mighty. What else can you even do besides throwing money around to strong arm us? I'm the king of Knight's Mound now. Not some familiar you can boss around like a dog. I bestow you in the name of my beloved seed. Leave my the first. Now come with me. Let us vanquish the evil before us. In the name of the king. Well, if you kill me, you all vanish too. You are still my familiars. I tried to protect my master. Was forced to separate paths from her, and now to take matters worse, it's the enemy who came to save me. I am... Madam, this is where you say thank you instead of sorry. But no excuse can offer my incompetence and negligence. A powerless servant is nothing but a worthless doll. But Miss Robin, there's something... Never mind, just come with me. Oh, we're filming Saber now, huh? I'm not sure what the enemy did, but she's been split into pieces. Look, it took me a time to find these. I figured I'd managed to do nothing in this war. I don't deserve to be called a heroic spirit. You did extremely well. Please don't be sad of us. You've already done your best, just like an iris by a riverside. Call it what you want, she's still too weak. No need to go super-coded. That old fool. Once I find that darn Odie, I'm gonna tear his football and stomp it right down to the ground. Judging from what I can tell, splitting us up like this is probably an act of revenge. But our minds naturally try to connect. Theoretically, if we can reunite all the me's. You summoned the Eon of Harmony. Apparently she will emerge back into her original form. That is, if you survive the curses of the levels. Now let's get going. Wait, you're really planning to drag those was with you while you fight? Heads up, I don't have the action part of Robin with me. I only think, I don't do. Victory gained through coercion is a disgrace to any warrior. Since Miss Robin is our ally, protecting her is only right. That is indeed the best solution at the moment. Archer, please stay, protect Abra. This is all I ask as an opponent. Don't place too much faith in me. I've always have faith in every friend of mine, Master. I've always had faith in every friend of mine, Master. Good luck. Alright, let the knights stay here with the princess, and I will go reap some enemy lives.
Evil spirit, why do you despise humans so? Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Ribbit?
Stop pushing yourself, Mr. Scott. It's Tark, it's me. You don't have to throw your life away for nothing.
If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit.
My ice fire tricks me. What do you even have to do with justice? This nightmare was terrifying.
Oh, you've arrived just in time. Help me! Together we can crush this blasted evil spirit! Doesn't matter if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin is safe, you can do whatever you want with me.
They turned into people into cartoon animals. Is it a magecraft from the age of ancient Greek gods? No, the mechanics feel entirely different. Where's my rocket launch? Even the last ability to speak rationally, maybe I should just leave her. It's not like she was all helpful anyway. So you can understand that, huh? I can just leave her. Can you make sense of what she's saying? Of course. Where the honey says he's gonna punch that evil spirit right in the face. How did it come to this? Is this a nursery or a zoo? Surrounded by animal echoing cries. A faint rob famous. I love Archer. Oh no, not this. Okay. Well, every time I ask you a question and the answer is yes, kick him once. If it's no, kick twice. TV is lifting is the key to lifting the curse, isn't it? By usual Minecraft logic, destroying the core should nullify that. Should I smash the fin? No, kick twice. Let's take that reverse. You want me to repair the machine or restore its original state, right? Time to end this. Trace on! Back to normal. Looks like I will have to step in after all. Thanks, Paul. We'll be taking this thing's head now. Anytime, any place. Galaxy Ranger, serving justice. Die, you son of a fork! My voice is gonna kill me later on, isn't it? Just a moment ago, the whole space cracked. Oh, wait, that's Buddha. Just a moment ago, this whole space cracked and collapsed. When I recognized my footing, regained my footing, bam, there was Miss Robin right next to me. Didn't expect it, but this girl got a bit of that ranger vibe in her. By the way, what's that fudging thing raised by the nose walker next to you? A prisoner?
Ribbit! Here comes a hero of justice, Ribbit!
Alright, let's get down to business about Scott of Justice.
Greedy split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle, just like what happened to Miss Robin. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who'd have thought there's justice in that man called Scott? And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire.
This god of justice is not like those evil ones. He threw himself in to protect me. You trust the son of a nosewalker? Might as well believe I'm a general of the Shanzhou. No offense, but nothing. But making someone like him turn over a new leaf is like asking the Antimatter Legion to plant the trees in the kingdom of I can't do fucking Buddha. Buddha's just too fucking Buddha.
Then I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me, ready to spring to action at any moment? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robbins, and I also need someone to kill me if Scott ever takes over my body.
Keep up your act. Let's see if I follow it. I will keep my eye on you at all times. Let's not be too hard on him. We don't have time to waste. As the old saying goes, every trotter deserves a second chance. How about we take him in for now? If he turns out great, if not, we can always chuck him in at his servant as he. Well, since the victim herself said so.
To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil, Ribbit.
Miss Ranger, we'll count on you to escort this little bird back to Saber and others. We'll wrap up this fast, find the rest of Mr. Robin and track down any unreliable master.
I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit.
Oh my god, I'm too much of a... Just an ominous chill runs. I just felt an ominous chill run down my spine. Why waste your breath on it? One bullet to fudge them up, and we're done here. Thought I'd just play along with your little hero fantasy. Mr. Gritty gave me a special bullet that never misses. One pull of the trigger, and the master with the most dialogue will drop dead on the spot. Die! What?
I can't keep going with all of you. But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe.
Yay! Time to grab.
Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, I lied to her. There's no such thing as a Scott of justice. That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
Better coding profanity. If your worthless seed-stealing self hadn't blocked the bullet, old Glocky would have eliminated him already. Warrior to have the audacity to be act proud. I can't do great. You're desperate audition. Congratulations, Miss Scored. You're hereby demoted from actor to stage decoration.
What about my butt?
They have to be on some kind of drugs that I am not on. Darn it! For some bizarre reason, I have this sudden urge to dance with this jerk. Counter clockwork. You finished your little show yet? I don't have time to play a chance of you. Impossible! I used clockwork to turn everyone's emotions into pure despair. I'll try you. Your dialogue is straight from Villains 101. These pathetic attempts at manipulation are less effective than full just squawking over a corpse. What took you a little long? Was the whole badass silent badass act really necessarily? Yep. It's his emotion manipulating powers. This guy is nothing but walking weak points. I want to see how deep this monster's hell will go into the fair universe of yours. But it seems your world is still has hope and the future after all. Despair, please. I've witnessed enough scenes of despair to submerge the entire playground of nightmare. I've seen corpses hanging from gallows that stretch the endless forest. I've witnessed the charred remains after doomsday battles where people became nothing more than ravenous beasts devouring each other. Who in the world are you? A hardworking guardian. Though admittedly somewhat of a workaholic, I've seen far too many forms of despair. But to break me, your fake illusions don't even come close! I've seen bodies mangled on the war chariots. Trace on! Oh, do we gotta play with archers now? That's still Firefly.
Target sighted. All units on alert. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Everything in this world is bleeding. Unite our goals.
Treat our guests nicely.
Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live! Yeah.
Dream vanished.
Set the seas ablaze!
Good, now let's regroup with the others. Oh, looks like you just crawled out of a tough fight. Fucking void song whale, now you decided to appear after all we did the work. Well, I did do something right, alright. Some evil spirits called the Revolver Governor got all clingy with me, insisted we play a game, and ended up losing 10 years worth of savings to me. Look, I even brought an old friend back with me. I had no idea that so much was happening. Thank you for keeping my master safe. I just didn't want to give Grady the satisfaction. Let's save the thanks for later. Didn't that girl that we say if we brought all our split cells together, she would return to normal? Oh, no, that's my word. Sorry. I proposed theory assuming none of the Robins would be in defect status. There's a dissonance in the melody to spare, you old clocky. Dang it, Grady, what foul language are you having me use? I noticed. There's my eternal doubts and one heart. Thank you everyone for your help. Without you, I would have definitely stayed I'm sorry. Conscious splitting effects haven't completely worn off. That would have been fucking funny. I'm not good to be a Robin's voice actress. Everyone, please come closer. I've decoded the film's melody. With a few adjustments, we should break into from Grady's noble phantasm. Master, you gave me a chance to join the Holy Grail War, and I saved you once in return. We're in a square. What a pleasant surprise. Good friend, have you finally understand now that who it is you truly can... The evil spirit must be affecting you. Let me train you properly. Master, you are far too kind-hearted, with no interest in the Holy Grail. That's why I must pursue this path myself. This part will excuse from high. And would you really betray your friends just to let me win the Holy Grail War? Here's some advice. While I'm still here, use the command seal to kill me, just like those others who hoped with my fate. If this is beyond you, Miss Robin, then we must part ways here. Is this a declaration of war? Since you are no longer Miss Robin's servant, I have no reason to let a potential enemy walk away. I could tell you're hesitating. Before I draw my blade, there's still time to change your mind.
What about my butt? My butt!
I don't want to continue anymore. That can boom. When will this ever end? Aren't these movies all the same? Oh. Oh my, even a proper pioneer like Cowboy can't borrow to watch longer. Director, I don't know your life story, but surely a disaster and a miserable end to seem all but failed. Hey, Mr. Koch, did you change your tune because you're planning to abandon the darkness and embrace the light? Looks like not even a Sans mess can tolerate his trashy films anymore. Director, did you place me on the wrong spot? I'm still among the bad guys. No, given your stellar performance earlier, or partnership ends here. As for Old Lodi, I will file a claim for accidental casual compensation on your behalf. It will be easier to your family. Because the ending of Plan 6 Outer Spaces, no survivors. No mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor. Director Aventurine! I really also was an active floor enemies. I really did all these groups, especially for this moment. They'll be able to grow up. The only one that truly deserves it. Hey, poppin'. Mrs. Scott, I knew things hasn't been going smoothly for you in your department, but if you can show enough commitment, the strategic investment department might have a better spot for you. How do you accept such things so easily? Grady, do you think I was truly going to let you play with me like a fool? As an actor, I'm part of your noble phantasm too. As such, being the former protagonist, I can naturally use your second noble phantasm power. How dare you? Director Aventurine, this is my show of commitment to you. Deploying staff access, one-click noble phantasm. And it was trash. So, would that make the films you made not bad? I'm even feeling a little bit bad of you, for you know, Director Grady. You were truly outclassed by true actors. As a master of marketing or an inventor, you're undoubtedly a success. But the audience doesn't care what you gave in your efforts. They just know that your movie is terrible. You can't feel the limits of the audience patience. It's just an endless, cliche-ridden, silent stories of utterly exciting gore. What a waste of everyone's time. It's no surprise the audience eventually abandoned you. My voice. La 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 la. Give me a bit of a break. I need my voice to rest. Oh my god. I didn't expect to do this much voice acting. I'm loud normally, yes, but normally I don't have the thing. So, Chet, how are you? May me please talk in my normal voice.
I'm doing good.
How's my voice acting so far? I hope not terrible. I know I skipped fucking some lines, but that's because fucking Gritty is so infuriating, long, and dreaded.
It's very good.
Is it?
I'm just not fond of the Fate series.
Wait, did you watch it, Rose, or did you, or is the general thing is not your thing?
Tried to watch it once, got confused by where to start, and also just generally disliked the Fate franchise.
I would recommend starting with Fate Zero just because of Iskander. Iskander just going like, I will kill all the enemies for you if you buy me a pair of pants. Ah, my voice. Honestly, Fate Zero is pretty good, but that's also because the church is involved in a way of like hunting down the other one. So like kind of the Inquisition is involved. Which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the Inquisition as a witch, but it's funny to watch them struggle. Well, it's hopeless. This guy probably has gone mad. Archer? What? I simply offered him a final shot. You're the one who drove him insane. You seem particularly upset with me, director. Is it because I, and as an amateur film critic, repeatedly tore apart your masterpiece? Someone like me? You may be a terrible filmmaker, but you're not bad at reading people. Fuck me, you're not seriously! A good businessman always evaluates the situation and adjusts their stance for a better investment. I'm tired of the endless farce. Eliminating this many competitors at once is quite...
a Cinema Sins video of his works.
You wouldn't. Apologies, Hebrew. I wasn't being honest. Great. I love flexible actors like you. Fuck off, bastard. Oh, is the inventory gonna turn into fucking...
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me, right?
They get orders from heck like Grady, seriously? Makes sense, compared to this lad, you and Grady are really cut from the same money grabbing glove.
Oh, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
Totally misjudged you. Guess I will need to use a few extra fucking bullets on this guy. No, it should be my sword that delivers the final blow to the enemy commander. Master, if you're just joking, I can still cover for you if you apologize now. But if you're serious, it won't end without blood being spilled. Last one more time. Shall I remove your legs first? Or should I start by cutting off an irritating hand of yours, Mr. Adventurine?
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will.
Oh, that's a heavy fucking life for Adventurine!
If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
That's right, killing you would erase my existence. Well then, sorry everyone, I surrender, I give up. Ah! You gave way up to now we're in match 3 against 3. Perhaps we should also surrender us. What did I expect with my all summoning luck? I told you, a guy covered in gold is never good news. But as your servant, I will follow your commands. Wait, Director, I can be a traitor too. I want more seats to Dark. I'm free at some point.
Join the battle.
Oh wait, Archer's on his side?
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Be of your body and mind.
Unite our goals. Treat our guests nicely. Night falls. Good night.
Wait, my firefly is dead?
Clouds scattered. Have some fun. Till we meet again. Let us dance once more.
Yeah. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Your time to shine. Dream vanished.
Prepare for some
Rise and shine.
Tell me all or nothing.
Dream firefly. That should be illegal.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Indeed!
Share good fortunes. Night falls. Good night.
Down from above.
Again. Clouds scattered. Again. Again. Rise and shine.
prepare for some
Be of your body and mind.
Dream vanished. Your time to shine.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Till we meet again.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Down.
Unite our goals. Treat our guests nicely.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Get it together.
Is this my fate?
Oh no, Fugway's dead.
Night falls. Good night. Rise and shine.
for someone.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Have some fun. Till we meet again.
Get it together. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Night falls. Good night. Again. Again. Rise and shine.
Down from above.
Have some fun. Till we meet again.
Time to cleanse the filth. Get it together.
Your time to shine.
Be of your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Showing all.
Night falls. Good night. Rise and shine.
Yeah.
Prepare for someone.
Stubborn one.
Again. Again. Till we meet again. Night falls. Good night.
The smoke is gone.
Oh no.
Have some fun. Rise and shine.
Down.
Again. Again. Till we meet again. Night falls. Good night.
Fuck off, mate.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Showing all. Everything.
Your time to shine.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Unite our goals.
Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze!
Night falls. Good night. Rise and shine. Dream vanished. Let us dance once more.
Wow, the difference between casual and normal.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this! Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Simply study your fucking thing.
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
I observed judgment on your film's face. No wonder you know his film so well. Wait, aren't you the one who roasted him so hard before?
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released memory zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
Do you trust what Grady said?
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
You could say my master station is just. Honey, I think. And this character is being roasted left and right.
Well, instead of calling me master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, red guy, those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
I will graciously comply, Mr. Aventurine. As for the final showdown at the theater, I'm sure that Mr. Odie is already prepared the battleground for us. With the Holy Grail in his possession, he will be far more difficult opponent than Grady. A stage and warriors assembled to storm the walls. Now this is starting to feel like a real war.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Snowd is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah! Whew. Now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
You had to get your pen the first station out, didn't you? Let's move out. Before we do that,
He deserves a little treat.
Whew. Now,
it's a mockery of war. But you set it up so intricately. I don't get it. 12 hours that reference the passage of time, and this moon placed right in the heart of it all. Anyone with witchcraft training can feel power continuously flowing through this place, but the world has no magecraft or mages. So did you really run as holy girl or man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
What a pain. If I blow your head off right there, they say my metal clump of a master too, no? Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All leaves behind are dead souls burned by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Huh, entertainment spectacle. Again, no. This clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail war. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace mystical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Instead of something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people on the dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summoning of hero spirits. And so little by little, the riches will turn into fuel, coaling the Holy Grail war in a fabricated miracle, and the Farsiok all crazes will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but you and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes.
Hey lady,
The so-called Holy
leftovers
Grail
are
is
nice.
nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold.
Depends on the leftovers, but yeah.
And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Nice, I'm a little lefty.
Fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
No sense of battle. This doesn't seem quite like something Lancer would do. What I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fight just to walk away happy.
Miss Note, I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach, but I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break, and I must insist that every one of you take a break as well, until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
Let the curtain fall! Cannon can present!
Why does it look like Ides Elysiae? Where is this? How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? Yes, I remember it all. Every tree, every blade of grass, the fields, the wind scent, and this town. Does Castor think she can trap me with his memories? This town is nothing less than where my life as a knight began.
Oh, Artorias. Here to draw the sword, aren't you?
So, Rose, remember when we were like Artoria? They're kind of mixing shit up. You're calling Artorias? Is it Haydn?
I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about Whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Right, I agree. I hope the sword in the stone manages to pick the right king. Master, let's go. Autorius, that's the male name I used. After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. You returned the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. I thought Castor would use monsters, foreign armies, even dragons traps here. How I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childless dream I had when I was just a nameless nobody. The girl seemed drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the
A
end
woman
path.
ruling Britain? Surely nothing like that would ever happen.
It is crazy how fate is like, yeah, ruling Britain back then was impossible. Several generations of queens fucking ruling on their own. My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my
Fate's
own.
thing seems to be misrepresenting historical figures.
Fair enough. Become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow the very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Actor's house lies. He's the old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father in a sense. He always wore a stern expression but laughed at the smallest of things. He always told me that he hoped I would become the ideal king for this land. But in the end, he never got to see me become king. I'm sorry, Master. I got carried away of talking about my past. Now that we are here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I will show you around my hometown instead. If this soldier is summoned by Castor, they must be a powerful opponent. I never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? You've never talked about your past. I don't remember a lot about my past.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Really? No wonder your personality is so carefree. This is because you don't have a past holding you back, Master.
My earliest memory was boarding a train, headed for the stars, and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
Spoiler! Your future gets even taken away!
I became the person I wanted to be.
Well, even in the face of hardship, you're still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I did that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to see the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel the tyranny of King Ferdigan, the White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king my people dreamed of, someone who would save Britain. But for that, I would have sacrificed everything. The mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. I didn't save Britain. I once believed that once I slew Ferdigan, expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace would finally come to Britain. But that was all a fleeting dream. Knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of this before I drew the sword of selection. He told me that once I drew the sword, I will meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You recount the fantastical dream he had during Pentecoin's Charmony Festival in Saber, about how a man dressed in instead of creating Miss Robin's older brother. His thoughts and actions sound a lot similar to mine. I promised everyone that I would build this ideal kingdom that had left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been.
So this is the sword in the stone?
I've wondered countless times, but had I not drawn the sword, or had there been someone more suited to be king? Would Britain have truly become the utopia I dreamed of? And what kind of life would I have led? To pull out the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homeland, quietly live out my days? He's brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Saber, do you wish to say? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits?
We're gonna go on a discussion. Is repeating the same thing and expecting a different result really insanity?
Bet better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for you all in this show, including you, Trailblazer.
So, newcomer, are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station, but I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think. Who? Madam Herta? Well, this is her space station. Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts. Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done? Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar. Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Uh-huh. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
I don't know.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while. What else would you be, Madam Herta? I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask, no, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing. What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird. Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
If you're going to ask me have we met before, my answer is gonna be no.
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I get it, I really do. Those little heroes should come up to me every day, all claiming they don't belong here. They think they should be somewhere else because life isn't going to their way. It's like another dressed-up excuse to escape reality. As long as your instinct is just to back down and run, we'll be running out of things. First, I think this place isn't so bad. No world-threatening crisis, no freaks trying to end humanity. The kitchen's convenient too, even though ingredients are a bit cold. We still get a little girl who throws out gemstones like the dirt, but it's pretty much a utopia for most people. There's no turning back once you leave your ordinary life behind. In your mind, huh? I knew it. You don't really want to leave, do you?
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Let me tell you a story about a king named Uther. He ruled the people of Belgium before I showed up, and after my appearance, he launched an attack against the White Dragon to protect his people, a battle that ended in his defeat. Even so, the people still call him the greatest king. What do you think made him a hero? He raised his sword to challenge the dragon he knew he could never defeat. The sword shattered, the bow snapped, and he was beheaded. As a human, everything about him was destined to fail. But the way he raised his sword to bring deliverance into the shining star and bring its darkest nights. Stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't the light. It will shine for ages, lighting the way for the next hero. The heroic spirit who lost her name referred to her light on the stage, and she used her noble phantasm to erase the star radiance. But Master, if you still have courage, if you're still willing to become that star, then all the spectators who will have seen you will also step onto the stage, becoming heroes themselves. Look at me, talking big all of a sudden, and doing a bad imitation of Merlin. I'm waiting for someone who's about to take the stage. I'm also riding through the wilderness. This dream is nearing its end, Master, for me and you.
What a strange dream. I should get to work. Scheduling.
Hey Les, if you're here to slack off, you're a bit too late. This place is already full capacity. Chasing those ramen creations and ran away. He won't have time to read your report. Well, no worries, you work here, and I will suck off. We each get what we need. Well, you're the stellar one they are talking about, huh? Tell me, when you sleep, do you glow like a... Young ones like you should really find a mentor, learn some skills, and carve your own path. Like a true hero, no strings attached.
The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
Long time no see. How's life been on the space station? Oh, I see. If things are tough, you could... Oh, we traveled to many places after we parted ways. Bellabog, the Sianjolafu, Penacony. There were both good and bad moments along the way. Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Don Hung tell you? Pom-Pom's still the same. But with fewer and fewer people on the express, it must be getting lonely for them. I sometimes wonder what might have changed if you had come with us. Sadly, the trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what-ifs. March. I'm not sure how to put it. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her. Life as a nameless isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. Our friends from the Interastral Peace Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want.
Get up!
I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves.
All right. I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first.
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money, turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty, but the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence.
You know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm? When they wish to end this Holy Grail, old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish. But the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will. Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
I feel like I had a strange dream. But the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
I'm not gonna voice the entire thing.
The Express is already left. Going there will be pointless. Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing together. Let's go watch a movie. Isn't life on the space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here. There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Something's stopping me from leaving this place. I need to avoid them.
We're not holding you back. Let's have lunch to... Stop. The future of a nameless is nothing but emptiness, and do you think you're special?
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless?
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end?
That's what Merlin told me too.
Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I do wonder whether someone else might have done a better job as king if they pulled out a sort of selection. But I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the white dragon. If I was given another chance to make my choice, I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough resting your happy dream, haven't you? Now let's leave this place together.
You'll regret this!
I'll never regret.
Rules are meant to be broken!
Why? Such blind courage! Don't you ever feel regret? Until everything burns to ashes! Time to cleanse the filth. Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze! I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices. Let us dance once more. Fight to live! Share good fortunes. Set the seas ablaze! Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! like how I failed in life. This is...
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent, and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing.
Ebruit comes
Those
obey you.
small moments made
Is
me
goed,
feel
mama.
free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many Amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison. Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna. Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker, Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end, but I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are...
I sense a powerful force familiar to magical energy. It seems like the Holy Grail holder is about to complete the ritual. The last 2 servants left are Rider and Berserker. Which one will face us? Or will it be both? With the enemy already in possession of the Holy Grail, it looks like we're in for a brutal fight. Master, I swear on the sword that I will protect you, no matter the cost.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
A different life? Danagoni's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you? Where'd she send you?
Me? I had a long-awaited reunion.
Yo, but isn't the first heroic spirit to get trapped in the reality marble? Didn't you use those long legs of yours well enough? This is the first time I hear first thing I hear after I got out. Darn it, my head is killing me. Feels like I've been through a long and thrilling adventure. Not sure why, but I think my enemies all had fish heads on their face. With enemies on the way, 2 servants were more about it.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. That's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Old fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
You practically have one foot in the grave. Don't tell me you're going to wish for immortality.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
Hi. Goed. Everyone say hi to Mommy Hime.
Dan iedereen van mama hiermee. Heb je honger?
Ik heb wel gegeten.
Wat heb je gegeten?
Kipnuggets en tenders.
Ja, ik weet niet of je nu nog... Wat heb ik zelf voor jou gegeten?
Laat maar hierachter, of misschien voor later. Heb je mijn 3D-pen gehaald?
Met haar kinderen. Kijk, dat heb ik gewoon met. Oké. Hier heb je nog eentje. Ben je aan de prima?
Ja.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
Nee.
Good point.
Maar ik ben
I'm
bezig.
still very curious about your little scheme.
Mr. Odie, surely you wouldn't like the mages. You wouldn't be like mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the root of all things.
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the geniuses
Mama, ik ben bezig.
obsessively chase after. I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty rap, and Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention. A holy grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Errors. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with, even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War. That's none of your concern. What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange.
Mama, kan je het dicht doen?
Nee, ik ga hem dicht doen.
I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end.
Huh?
I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of,
That's
fusing them
vacker.
into my empire with a mere wave of my pen. The golden hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires, and the blue hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on
Dag
my
van de
whims.
verkiezingen kijken. Zeg maar, er zijn in Nederland verkiezingen.
Oh yeah, the Netherlands, there are fucking elections going on. Let's hope that Third doesn't win this time around, so we have to suffer another 2 years of no cabinets. Ja, ik zeg, ik hoop dat we geen wild hebben, zullen we niet weer 2 jaar lang een kabinet hebben.
Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports this is
Volgens mij korter.
crude. It's the unending flow of money. On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
We kunnen het gaan kijken, ik ben bijna klaar.
Why don't we discuss we can even formalize it with a contract.
Zeg jij maar, medicijnen zijn ook klaar. Nee, dan gaan we samen kijken.
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today.
Yeah.
The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time. Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant. That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 Ember Errors of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me.
Oh god, this old man is fucking creepy.
Really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Oh, we get to kill this old man. I'm happy. Nee, een karakter waar we fucking moesten mee dealen voor een periode. Was ik al geïrriteerd mee. Dus we krijgen hem eindelijk uit.
So the person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
Time for more Firefly trauma, it
May the
seems.
foul stench dissipate quickly.
Oh my god. No, no. We're burning this.
And mine.
I order Saber. Destroy all that is evil!
Have we met? Share good fortunes. Like fireflies.
Ja, graag.
Burns to ashes! Attack detected. Set the seas ablaze! Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the filth. Unite our goals. This is more than fight. To
Firefly, beat your worst enemy.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding. Dreams of a past. Let us dance once more. Immerse yourself in it. Yeah. Clouds scattered.
Rush it, Saber! With the command spell, I command you to unleash your noble phantasm! Shatter the Holy Grail!
Oh my god. Well, we got rid of the bugs.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
I was gonna say, we haven't been there in anything for fun, have we? We have been in there for Celeron, we have been there for the Order, we have been in there for...
No
Ik
need
kan
to
trouwens
feel
de
bad
tv
for a
open doen en de
heritage
dingen
building
open
insured
doen.
with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that. Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony. Oh, don't say it like that. This is a good thing for Penacony shareholders.
Yeah, you guys, not us nameless or whatever the fuck.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old budger.
Master, while I'm all in on this suggestion, time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong.
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a tearful forever. I cannot see the Lancer saying bros. Sorry. Let's not ruin the good mood we had, the good run we had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you two, seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me, just a humble archer. Let's call this one another loss on me. I'm done arguing with you lot. I'm gonna take another peek at Penacony's views before leaving for good. And so it's time to say goodbye, Master. I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work. You're right, Jesus Cannon. I'm sorry for your character. As a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail War. I can still see the determined heart of the child you once were beneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. You know it would feel pretty good to be a hero of justice once in a while.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, alright? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
That brings up a good point. Why would I, a Guardian of Humanity, get summoned by a world without a counterforce? Archie, you should have known why you were summoned here. You were summoned as an heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I will chalk it up to a beautiful dream. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. I saw your fears in your dream, but Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Man! Doe maar open, ik kom er zo aan. Zwarte afbediening van tv, KPN, afbediening van KPN. Maybe strong enough now, but I faked that you will eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. If my existence can occasionally light the way forward for you, that would be more than I could hope for. Master, please send my regards to the person you will become in the future. At the same time, there looks like the heat of the Holy Grail War is sitting somewhere, watching the scenery with interest. Oh, don't tell me that actually the Holy Grail is fucking talking in this one as well.
The Holy Grail broke. What a shame. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity.
I still want to kill him.
10 Amber Eras have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business deal.
Greedy? Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare.
Wait, so Rekka was like imbued with his spirit?
He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero.
God, I don't look like his eyes.
How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like...
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Hasna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear! I'll watch you take your last breath Even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye. Paniconi's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
I think a lot of the franchise spends with you on that.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osna, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered.
Oh, Pom-Pom.
Ever tell her that to her face?
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
YouTube done? Well, you're back, guys. Give me a second.
Little did Pom-Pom know, a lower score is better. Source, Pom-Pom got a 1.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble! Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow along now. You passengers are all the same! Mikhail, you're spacing out again! What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Oh no! Poor Pom-Pom!
Will you be returning to the Express?
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Paniconi.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
I want a Pom-Pom plushie, please, someone.
It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the Express stops at Paniconi, please sound the horn for me Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
It's a promise.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail war orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
Oh, then lose a thing. What about my appearance free?
As Mr. Adventuring guessed, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war.
Wat zeg je?
Weer computer bij de molen via kabel gedaan. Vanuit de kabel van de tv getrokken.
Nee.
Ja, maar waarom die niet doet?
Kijk of het HDMI erin zit. Want het kan dat het HDMI eruit is. Vanwege op mijn... Dan weet ik het niet.
There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
Hey, sister. Since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
How many?
I knew it, sis. You're still thinking about old Sempo. And I won't lie, the audience is waiting for it too.
Jennifer, please don't like this guy.
All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
And we're completely caught up. Except with Fox Genders. But Fox Genders is fucking too long of a story.
Just like the golden years.
Nee, ik ga stoppen. Anyway, chat, we're done for today. Let's see if we can raid. Let's see. Okay, Star L. Anyways, everyone, I will see you all tomorrow, most likely. Don't know what we'll be doing yet. We might do some Genshin instead of Honkai since we're done with Honkai. But we'll see that tomorrow. I hope y'all have a good day until tomorrow, and see y'all then. Bye bye!